Hello friends, I am your maths faculty from Curious Academy. The topic we shall be starting and learning in this session is Introduction to Euclid's Geometry. Now who's Euclid, you must be thinking? So friends, Euclid was a Greek mathematician, often referred to as the father of geometry. And this term geometry comes from two different Greek words, geo meaning the earth and metry means measure. मे बी ज्योमेट्री की शुरुआत तब हुई होगी जब एंशियंट टाइम्स में लोगों को लैंड यानी ज़मीन को मेजर करने की ज़रूरत फील हुई होगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एंशियंट इजिप्ट में नाइल रिवर जब भी ओवरफ्लो हो जाती थी तब वो अपने साइड्स एंड शोर्स पर एग्जिस्टिंग फील्ड्स की बाउंड्रीज को भी वाइप ऑफ कर देती थी. तो लैंड ओनर्स को फ्लड्स के बाद बार बार बाउंड्रीज रीड्रॉ करनी पड़ती थी. नाउ सिंस दे न्यू नो मेथड और टेक्निक टू मेजर द लैंड, they encountered a lot of problems. So they felt the need to develop a technique so that they can calculate simple areas and do simple constructions. Later they built canals, pyramids and other such buildings where they used the concept of geometry. In the Indian subcontinent, the excavations of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro etc. show that the Indus Valley civilization made extensive use of geometry. It was a highly organized society. The cities were highly developed and very well planned. For example, the roads were parallel to each other and there was an underground drainage system. The houses had many rooms of different types. This shows that the town dwellers were skilled in mensuration and practical arithmetic. The bricks used for construction were kiln fired and the ratio length is to breadth is to thickness of the bricks was found to be 4:2:1. A Greek mathematician, Thales, is credited with giving the first known proof. This proof was of the statement that a circle is bisected, that is, cut into two equal parts by its diameter. One of Thales' most famous pupils was Pythagoras, whom you have heard about. Pythagoras and his group discovered many geometric properties and developed the theory of geometry to a great extent. This process continued till 300 BC. At that time, Euclid, a teacher of mathematics at Alexandria in Egypt, collected all the known work and arranged it in his famous treatise called Elements. He divided the elements into 13 chapters, each called a book. These books influenced the whole world's understanding of geometry for generations to come. In this chapter, we shall discuss Euclid's approach to geometry and shall try to link it with the present day geometry. Now coming to Euclid's definitions, axioms and postulates. यूक्लिड के टाइम पर मैथमेटिशियंस एंड रिसर्चर्स ने ऐसा सोचा था कि ज्योमेट्री इज़ द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट और वर्चुअल फॉर्म ऑफ द रियल वर्ल्ड एंड द थिंग्स दैट एग्जिस्ट अराउंड अस. दे ऑल्सो डेवलप्ड द नोशन दैट अ सॉलिड हैज़ अ शेप, पोजिशन एंड दैट इट कैन बी मूव्ड फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. नाउ यूक्लिड लिस्टेड सम डेफिनेशंस इन वन ऑफ हिज बुक्स ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स. ही टोल्ड दैट अ पॉइंट इज़ दैट विच हैज़ नो पार्ट, दैट इज़ पॉइंट एक ऐसी चीज़ है जिसके पार्ट्स नहीं होते. A line is a breadthless length. इसका मतलब लाइन एक ऐसी लेंथ है जिसकी कोई थिकनेस नहीं है, सिर्फ लेंथ है. The ends of a line are points. That is, दो पॉइंट्स को एक दूसरे से जॉइन करने पर we obtain a line. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Suppose एक रेक्टेंगल है जिसके चार कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स को मैंने नाम दिया A, B, C and D. Now रेक्टेंगल की लॉन्गर साइड को हम ले लेंगे लेंथ and shorter sides देंगे उसकी breadth. This is thickness. Now the edges of a surface are lines. इसका मतलब lines से मिलकर एक surface बनती है या कह सकते हैं एक plane बनता है. अब straight line and straight edge ये क्या होती हैं? When we talk about a line, it can be a curved one or a straight one. Similarly, you can understand that surfaces may be curved or straight. A cricket ball has a curved surface or round surface, whereas the bat has a straight surface. Now what Euclid did next was, he took some facts or properties which could not be proved, but they were obvious universal truths and stated these properties as axioms and postulates. The term postulate was used specifically for assumptions concerning geometry, and axioms were the assumptions which were applicable for other parts of maths as well as other than geometry. They weren't specifically linked to geometry. Let us see and learn about some of his axioms. Now, the first axiom stated that the things that are equal to the same thing are equal to each other. Now this is quite obvious. अगर तीन balls हैं A, B and C and अगर A and B के size बराबर हैं and C का size भी B के बराबर है तो दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट ए एंड सी के साइज बराबर हैं. सिमिलरली एक ट्रायंगल का एरिया इज इक्वल टू द एरिया ऑफ अ स्क्वायर एंड इस स्क्वायर का एरिया इज इक्वल टू द एरिया ऑफ अ रेक्टेंगल. तो ट्रायंगल का एरिया रेक्टेंगल के एरिया के बराबर होगा. नाउ द नेक्स्ट एक्सियम सेज दैट इफ इक्वल्स आर एडेड टू इक्वल्स द होल्स आर इक्वल. अगर 4 इक्वल चीज़ें हैं उनमें से दो को तुमने ऐड कर दिया तो रिजल्टेंट होल्स ऑब्वियसली बराबर होंगे. नाउ कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट एक्सियम, इफ equals are subtracted from equals the remainders are equal. The whole is greater than part. अब ये तो हम सब समझते हैं किसी सॉलिड का एक पीस होल सॉलिड से छोटा ही होगा. Now things which are double of the same things are equal to one another and the things which are halves of the same things are also equal to one another. अब आपने एक चीज़ नोटिस की होगी that सब axioms मैथ्स की हर फील्ड में एप्लीकेबल हैं, not just limited to geometry, as I told you earlier. So this is all for this session in which we learnt about the history and origin of geometry. We shall be learning about Euclid's postulates in the next session. I hope you enjoyed this session. For any queries or information, you may visit our link given below.